Sorry, I don't know what happened there. It could be a combination of the length of that live video, or it could have been with the fact that I'm using data. It is unlimited, but we're on Jeju. But you know, South Korea is very good for data. I'm not too sure what happened, because there were still people allegedly watching even after I was still fiddling around with trying to get the live stream, recording it again, so starting again. Anyway, it's not that important. I mean, well, all this is important, but I just thought I'd walk away from them and just speak a bit about the village itself. I can do that later. Actually got my yeah, so this is where you will see lots of the soldiers coming in for their fix, whether that's coffee fix or food or alcohol. I think I'll stop this one now, because I wasn't really going to say much. I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't interrupted. Oh, first of all, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't actually still, it wasn't recording while I was fiddling around with my phone trying to do the live stream, whether people are actually watching, and my thumb's going all over the screen and doing this. I didn't actually know if that was still recording. So who's that? Oh, hiya. So yeah, so that's the I'll continue a bit more. So that's the mass the service, which happens daily down there for Gangjeong in Jeju. Turn this around. This is various things. I mean, the banners have changed over the years to be solely about, to be about Gangjeong Village, no naval base, no naval base. I mean, there's other countries in the world, and there's Okinawa. This is another big issue. There's other places where these navy bases are just springing up and ruining where they're springing up. But yeah, so these banners have changed over the years to be about Gangjeong. Then there's ones about no THAAD, because the THAAD bases are springing up everywhere. There's the one about Jeju 4-3 and the massive tragedy. It's not even the massive murder of Koreans basically in Jeju years ago. So yeah, so now we see banners about Gangjeong. Now we see banners about no THAAD bases across Korea and across the world. We see bases about the 4-3 massacre. It's all connected. All of it's interconnected. And the other thing I was told about last time and read about is the plan to build a second airport on Jeju. Now, a lot of people say that's because, you know, there's so many tourists flooding to one airport on Jeju, and apparently this other airport will alleviate so many people, or excuse me, it will alleviate the issue of having just one airport for so many people. But then the other side of that is the Navy base apparently, sorry, the airport, the second airport is really going to be for soldiers to use, the Navy to use. I mean, ships are already coming in. I'll walk down a bit, you'll see the actual base again, sorry. Let's walk backwards, not a good idea. And you'll see, you can see the water in the distance. And yeah, this is where at 7 AM I've joined them before when they do their 100 bows and dancing and music and you know, bringing in good spirits. This is where they do it, or just down towards the gate where you can't go any further. They let it happen. The Navy base let the protesters do this. It all seems a bit regimented. No pun intended, but it does seem a bit regimented. So we normally walk down there. I can probably walk down a bit further. This is the moment you see me my camera get taken away. Yeah, so I've been down there a few times. I was getting up at 6 a.m. before to 5 or 6 a.m. to join the protesters more than one year. Yeah, I was also staying in a community centre, a village hall, which has now been apparently shut down. If my facts are right, so that's another shame. That was a good place to stay, very basic, but it was where a lot of the activists stayed as well. So they've that's gone from Gangjeong Village apparently. But yeah, so after the mass, I think, if I get my timings right, then there will be the dancing. There will be the dancing. There's 4 set dances they do. You can actually see. By the way, if you go onto my YouTube channel, you can, if you type in Jason Verney and find my videos, there's a playlist. Well, there's a video where I did a talk on Jeju. It's 45 minutes long, but I talk about this, and I actually show the dancing that's done, and my bowing, and other people's bowing. So yeah, we're going back to the roundabout, as I say, that didn't exist a couple of years ago, which now exists. When I tell the hotel or other people I'm going to Gangjeong, they kind of look at me weirdly. If I'm wearing my t-shirt, then I'll just show them that's why. But if they maybe they think I'm a US, you know, maybe they think I'm a soldier or someone visiting. But oh yeah, one more thing I just realised, behind, roughly where that banner is, which I'll around again, roughly where that banner is, there was a little what do you call it? A makeshift home, which is where one of the, you know, so there's always at least one person here 24 hours to do with the protesting and the activist work. But that was here. Now I had heard already that had gone, and so that was here somewhere. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure it was here even after the roundabout was completed. Well, I'm out of breath now. I am carrying my camera and mics and things on my back as my laptop as well. So, not sure why I do this to myself. So I could walk up that way to the Gangjeong Village, and I might do that, but I just wanted to, I thought that I would time this video, well, I thought that the service, the mass that's taking place would actually be finishing and then the dancing would begin. I think there's a gap between them finishing and when that happens, and it's not the same people. I don't think it's the same, it's not the same people that are doing the mass that are going to be doing that. I'm pretty sure about that. There's often children children joining in as well, you know, a daughter or two of the activist, I suppose. So yeah, I'll just walk around here. It's a shame this cut into 2 live streams, but hey, technology. My phone memory is also full for a change. I've only got a 16 gig phone. I'm not sure what's going on there. Someone... oh, no idea. Okay, well, I don't want to just talk up random stuff. There's a sign over there, Jeju Navy Base. Let me just turn that around again. Anyway, let's just walk back down to the mass. There's the Navy Base. It's a massive place, of course. But ships are already toing and froing. The port is already, you know, the beautiful rocks have been destroyed. Gurumbi rocks, to make way for these mammoth, giant man-made, basically destructors. And I mean that by giant buildings that are destructing the earth, as well as destructive ships. There we go. Pinocchio, apparently. Yeah, so There's lots of films regarding Gangjeong Village and the Navy base. Various different points of view. A bit like the Sewol tragedy, there's so many films now, all from a different angle. I mean, this building wasn't here a couple of years ago, I'm pretty sure. So let's go back down. I'm actually quite exhausted already. All the soldiers get their stuff. I'll go and perch myself down again there. It should be almost finished. I might speak to one of them. Speak to the priest. His brother. I think his brother is an artist who lives at the other end. I'm a bit confused here. Right, so let's just walk back down here. There's the army barracks. Lovely, lovely, beautiful piece of war. Yeah, so 2 more nights here. I'm not sure what I've got planned really. I'm not gonna go too far. I might go and see an artist's friend's mural in another part of Jeju if I've got the energy. If not, Jeju town. It's not really the weather to do much walking and on the Ole path. What's this? Hanlabong. Okay. Okay.
예수님께서는요, 나는 줄 마음도 없다라고. 그러한 평화는 나에게 절대로 청하지도 말아라라고. 주님한테 평화를 청하지 어떤 걸 평화 청하세요? 이런 거 평화 청하시거든요, 저희가. 근데 그거 청하지도 말아래요, 주님께서. 왜냐면 줄 마음도 없다라고 하십니다. 그럼 어떤 평화를 주시려고 하실까요? 도대체가 주님께서 어떤 평화를 주시려고 하실까요? 여왕님이 이 땅에 오셨었죠, 그렇죠? 저는 불안, 몇 년도에 오시는지 기억나세요? 몇 년도에 오시는지? 2010? 잘 기억이 안 나시죠? 네. 8월 달에 오셨었는데, 올해 4월 달에 네. 4월 16일. 그게 2014년 기억하시죠? 누구는 기억하시죠? 2014년이라고 기억하시죠? 그해 8월 달에 오셔서 광화문 광장에서 세월호 희생자 학생의 아버지를 만났었잖아요, 맞죠? 가자 아버지 유민학과를 만났다. 그때가 2014년이었다는 겁니다. 여왕님 방문하신 분들이 기억지 않으셨어요? 하나만 기억하시고 아실 수 있다는 거예요. 그래서 2014년도 오셔서 여왕님 첫날에 청와대 가셔가지고요, 대통령 복대한 다음에 KBS 카메라 앞에 딱 드셔서 이렇게 얘기하셨어요. 카메라 앞에다 보니까 전국의 반응을 느꼈죠. 전 세계에도 말씀가 울려 퍼졌었습니다. 그래서 평화는 무엇이다라고 하시는데 뭐라고 하셨냐면 당신이 지어내신 말씀은 아니셨어요. 구약 성경 말씀을 토시 하나 틀리시고 그대로 인용하십니다. 이사야 예언자가 하셨던 말씀인데요. 이사야서 32장 17절 말씀이에요. 평화는 뭐라고 하셨냐면 평화는 정의의 결과다라고 하셨다는 겁니다. 주님께서 주시고자 하시는 평화는 뭐라고요? 정의의 결과다. 주님께서 주시고 내 평화를 너에게 준다. 그럼 그 평화는 무엇인가라고 한다면 정의의 결과다라는 겁니다. 결과가 정의가 지켜지려고 하는 과정이 있으면 뭐가 나타난다고요? 결과로서 뭐가 나타나요? 평화가 나타난다는 거예요. 그 평화는 갑자기 뚝딱 생기는 게 아니라 뭐를 지키려는 과정이 있어야 된다고요? 그래서 정의를 지키려고 하는 이 과정 자체가 있어야 돼요. 그게 있어야 평화라는 것이 온다고 합니다. 그러면 정의는 무엇인가? 뭘 지키려는 노력이 있어야 평화가 오냐면 정의는 가톨릭 교회 교리서에 보면요. 간단하게 설명을 드리면 하느님의 것은 하느님에게, 인간의 것은 인간에게, 자연의 것은 자연에게 그대로 돌려주는 것을 정의라고 합니다. 그렇게 해서 결과로 나타나는 것이 뭐라고요? 평화예요. 그래서 오늘 방금 올림픽을 걸으셨죠? 저기는 그래서 평화가 지켜지고 있는 것을 보셨던 거예요. 평화가 왔다는 것은 정의를 지키려는 과정 자체가 저기는 있었다라는 거겠죠. 한번 풀어서 설명 말씀드려볼게요. 하느님에게서 하느님에게, 인간의 것은 인간, 자연의 것은 자연에게 말씀드려볼게요. 하느님 아버지께서 올레길을 창조하셨을 때 뭐라고 하셨을까요? 보시니 참 좋았다. 지금도 보시면 뭘 하실까요? 보시니 참 좋았다. 하느님은 맞겠죠? 사람이든 사람이든 맞아요. 왜냐면 10년 전에 올레길을 걸으셨던 분들이 난개발을 막았어요. 오늘 가셨던 분들 보셨죠? 오늘 가셨던 분들도 올레길에 난개발을 막으면 어때요? 우리 후손들도 볼 수가 있겠죠? 사람이든 사람에게도 맞습니다. 자연에게는 자연의 말씀 안 들어도 되겠죠. 그래서 저 올레길은 정의를 지키려던 과정 자체가 있었기 때문에 평화가 결과로서 나타난 평화가 지켜지는 것을 보셨다라는 겁니다. 그럼 강정은 어떤 것일까요? 강정은 반대겠죠. 평화가 오지 않은, 평화가 파괴된, 그러면 뭐가 없어졌던 거예요? 정의를 지키려고 했던 과정 자체가 없었어요. 정의가 없어졌다라는 거죠. 정의 지킬 과정 자체가 없으니까 정의 자체가 없었다라는 겁니다. 첫 번째, 하느님의 것은 하느님에게. 하느님 아버지께서 이 강정마을을 창조하신 어떤 말씀하셨을까? 여기 뒤에 현수막 보이세요? 반대편 보이시죠? 여기 계신 분들은 저쪽으로 바람이 치는데 이게 불엄비라는 바위예요. 이 돌덩어리인데요. 이 돌이 몇 개 합쳐져 가지고 이게 큰 돌을 이뤘을까요? 셀 수 없는 돌이 합쳐진 게 아니라 이게 돌덩어리 하나래요. 이게 돌덩어리 하나예요. 저기까지요. 네. 화산성으로 되어 있는 큰 돌은요. 이게 폭이 1.2, 길이가 1.2km. 폭이 800m예요.
One thing I will just mention, I'm sure the congregation is bigger now. It's the other side of the road people are sitting.
굉장히 들으셨을 거예요.
Over here.
3개 정도 만들었으면 얼마나 큰 공을 들으셨을까? 이렇게 큰 그렇게 근데
There's always been a couple over that side.
하나가 어디냐면
and also I just heard him mention Gurumbi, so he's obviously I'm sorry, my Korean is minimal. But he said Gurumbi, so I guess he's explaining the rocks that were destroyed, the land that was destroyed near this village. Let me just also where was it? I just wanted to explore. Sorry, I just wanted to see this. I was hoping I could show, as I say, show the mass followed by the dance, and I might be able to. I just don't know. I mean, this is the second time I picked up the live stream, as in the second time I've commenced the live stream here. Oh, sorry. I was hoping I could walk down here to see the stream. There's some steps, but I think I went the wrong way. It's a bit dry. It's a bit dried up over there. My hotel, which is near the Jeju World Cup stadium, is it's got a mountain view as promised, but it's got quite a, I'd say quite an ugly view as well. Car parks and other man-made things. There seem to be steps there, but don't go anywhere. I did see some. Sorry for. I'm sure if you don't want to be watching me rambling, and I mean rambling as in talking, rambling as in walking, rambling. Here's Korea. I mean, we know Korea isn't. I almost said we then. God, they're known for hiking, aren't they? And my friends are. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Let's see.
그래도 인간이 만든 체제 중에 가장 인간의 존엄함을 잘 지킬 수 있는 체제가 인간이 발견한 체제가 민주주의라는 체제래요. 그 민주주의가 훼손되면 뭐가 훼손됐다고 가톨릭교회를 보고 있을까요? 인간의 존엄함을
Let's get lost. Let's get lost together. Totally get lost. Amazing. So these are not the Gurumbi rocks that I mentioned, but I guess they are connected. but not in the same. I mean, these are rocks. These are stream rocks. Sorry, I'm trying to walk and talk without actually tumbling over. As good as that video it would make. I don't want to be. This is beautiful. I'm sure if I can actually. Oh, let's just. I should say, I see a couple of you watching. I mentioned earlier, there's a couple of different couple. I won't mention names unless you want me to. I will thank a certain person who got me interested in the Gangjeong Jeju Navy base issue years ago. Again, I won't mention names, but he's a good friend of mine, and he put me in touch with. Well, no, he just put me in touch with the cause, and I decided to go and see what it's all about. It's funny how. Let's turn this around. It's funny how my interest in Korea went from culture, tradition, food and everything, and films, of course. Oh God, it looks like I've just woken up. Not that long ago, but... And it takes you to the political issues, which subsequently got me interested in political issues back home in the UK. Not as much as Korea and other countries, but... Yeah, this is quite nice. So there's the... So behind me, there's the bridge where I went first time in 2012, just for a few minutes, met the supporters. I'll put this footage together. I am trying to put together a video relating to this whole issue, but from my own point of view, or from a certain angle. Right now, just trying not to get... Oh.
나무 위로도 괜찮죠. 예, 그래서 일단은 그렇게 해서 이제 축구하고 경기가 시작하고 막을 수 있을까 없을까요? 못 막죠. 또 삶에 인정하시지만 삶의 매움이시잖아요. 그리고 제2공항 짓는다고 얘기도 들어보셨죠? 네. 지금도 제주도가 요즘에 제주도가 몸살을 앓고 있는 뉴스 많이 나오죠. 지금도 쓰레기를 제주도 안에서 처리를 못해서 톤당 1톤당 20만 원씩 갖다 버리고 있어요. 하루에 몇 톤씩 나와요? 100톤씩 이상 나온다고 하거든요. 이것을 다 어떻게 육지로 다른 재산 국가로 버리고 있다라는 겁니다. 그럼 공항 하나가 더 지어지면 어떻게 될까요? 쓰레기가 줄겠죠? 제대로 듣고 계시네요. 네. 또 내하실까봐. 네. 쓰레기가 더 많아지겠죠. 그리고 저기에 성산포 성당에 계시는 신부님이 거기에 예전에 중국인들이 와서 물 쓰면 물이 자기 사제관을 역류 안 돼요. 하수 처리가 안 되니까. 물도처럼 물이 안 나온대요. 이분이 씻을 시간 되요. 뭐 하나 제대로 없이 그리고 누가 더 좋겠는데요? 이게 다르니까 안 되는 겁니다. 그리고 국가가 필요해요. 막을 수 있을 것 같아요. 오름 12개가 없어지고 42개가 훼손이 돼요. 오름 총 다 해서. 오름 12개가 없어져. 그 아름다운 막을 수 있었어요. 국가가 하는 일, 정부가 하는 일을 막았다가 끝내 피고 상처받은 사람 누구라고요? 그 지키려고 나올 수 있는 그리고 또 마음이 쏟아가지고 일하시는 분들이 있죠. 그러다가 국가를 막을 수 있대. 근데 만약에 우리 어머님, 아버님들이 연세가 드셔가지고 손주들이 직장생활 하다가 그럴 때 올 거예요. 할머니, 할아버지 너무 힘들어요. 직장생활 하다가 어떻게 하시겠어요? 걱정하지만 할머니, 할아버지가 제주도 비행기표 끊어줄게. 그럼 가면서 끊어주면 어떻게? 자기도 검색할 거 아니에요? 비자님도 오름 몇 개 있다고 봤는데 갔더니 없어졌어요. 올 거예요. 할머니, 할아버지 있었고 비자님도 다 어디 갔어요? 물어보고 뭐라 하겠어요.
So, I'm not actually sure what the time is. If anyone wants to type it in and tell me, I don't want to come away from this video because it might actually stop. It shouldn't, but it might stop. These are the times where I wish I had a watch. I tend not to need a watch, but can't actually tap the screen to see what time it is. I thought it would tell me. See, more barracks, rubble. So I'm going up again. Lots of, as I say, I don't just want to play this video watching somebody having mass, have a service. You know, I don't want to do that. I mean, I want to keep a bit fluidity and keep moving. And if I could time it right, then we could see and the dancing and join in. I've joined in before with the dancing for Gangjeong, but you know, with my camera as well before, and I mean my proper camera, not this. It seems weird because I come to Jeju just for a few nights and I'm not really sightseeing. 2 years ago when I came to Jeju, I was actually commissioned to come here to film to film for a week on Jeju, in Jeju City, a Finland Korean cultural week. I actually took part in. That's where that talk came from. But even after that, after a week in Jeju City, I had already planned to come to Gangjeong for a couple of days. And then I managed to somehow fit in Busan, Gwangju and a fleeting visit to Mokpo all within a week. I don't think I've got the energy this time. I come back to the UK on the 2nd of May, by the way, if anyone's interested. Quite a lot of life changes. A little bit Korean related as well, but some definite big work changes and even home changes. So yeah, I'm sorry if this is getting lost in the wind. So we're back at the roundabout, which is essentially almost the opening to the Navy base. It should be any time now. I'm pretty sure that the dancing and it should begin. I'm pretty sure I've not missed that. My memory is terrible. Let me cross over here. A little bit of an Abbey Road moment. Not get killed by some bus coming the other way. Let's show you this sign. Why not? Not this sign, but let's have a look. Sorry, I'm looking up. I can't see through these glasses of mine. I'm not sure what that is. Mingu. So let's just walk up here. Here, this sign, just to show you where I am. So I'm trying to do a bit of style there at the same time without being run over. At the same time, if I use any of this live footage for documentary, then it can be used as cutaways and close-ups, but that wasn't the intention when I recorded this morning. So let's walk. Sorry. So let's head up towards Gangjeong Village. I mean, it's not really that far, any of this, although it didn't like it the first time I came here. So let's just get our bearings, or at least show you. So that behind me, that's the Navy base. Down there is where the mass is taking place right now. We've just seen that. Check out my other live one if you want. And this big roundabout, this ugly roundabout which didn't exist before. I mean, all roundabouts didn't exist before at some point in time. but this one, in my memory, which was only a couple of years ago, it was put there, I suppose. So let's walk up now to Gangjeong Village. I might not get there, might not go that far. There's a bus. Anyone knows? There's a lot of recycling going on here. I do hope I can save that live video. I should be able to, as in save, download it. I normally can on Facebook, but I very often can't save the Facebook lives at the time because the file's too big. Anyway, enough boring, excuse me, technical information. Yeah, so I've only got a week. Let's, I actually, oh no, that's not what I thought it was. I thought that was a temple sign. Yeah, so I've only got 2 more nights in Jeju. I've got, after that, less than a week in Korea, which will include 2 or 3 nights at Busan, maybe more, maybe less. Ultimately back to Seoul. There's people I haven't met up with yet. I've got so many photos. I mean, it's quite standard these days to have so many photos and only upload a few, especially when I do it through Instagram, whereas I used to just do years ago I'd do an album of videos and album of photos and put them on Facebook.